NordVPN.com/Fightful. I travel a lot. I'm on that unsecured Wi-Fi. When I'm on the plane, when I'm at the airport, when I'm at the hotel, NordVPN.com/Fightful helps me stay safe and secure. And I can change my virtual location with just one click. So if I'm across the country, I can change my virtual location and get access to all the shows that I'm already paying for. But not just that. I can get pay-per-views much more affordably, a lot of content more affordably, with a wider array of content, thanks to that ability to change my virtual location with just one click with NordVPN.com/Fightful, and it works on all my devices, whether it be a laptop, desktop, PC, router, TV. NordVPN.com/Fightful has you covered, and we have you covered with a 30-day money-back guarantee, on top of 4 months free. On top of that great service, the fastest VPN in the world, 3 great tiers, NordVPN.com/Fightful.
What's up, you guys? I gotta talk really loud because Zicky Dice is deaf.
What?
What happened, man?
Took a slap to the ear at Championship Wrestling out there in California. Kevin Martinston, PWG original.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
It's good, but I can't hear. I got a cotton ball in there. I got a nice hole in my drum, another hole, another orifice in the outlandish body of Zicky Dice.
Listen, is that so wrong, having more orifices?
Not in this day and age, Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com.
Just another day at the orifice.
I don't think anyone knows. I have some breaking news. Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com is very tall.
I'm extremely tall.
Very tall. And you wouldn't expect it. He's very tall.
I like have one of those hydraulic gimmicks on the bottom of the seat.
I am looking at his shoes 6 feet away under the table in front of us. They're just...
That's how I'm able to adjust the camera right now with my foot.
It's true.
I'm just doing that. We've never met in person.
Never.
We've had some of my best interviews ever.
Uh-oh.
And we have never met in person until now.
Well, the one thing that comes to mind, I just have to ask, do we still have heat?
With each other?
Yeah, do we?
I don't think so.
Should we?
No, I don't think so. I think we're good.
Do we have heat? I have heat with it. Whoever's watching this right now, I have heat with.
We're a couple of good choir boys here. You made good with NWA, from what I hear, as well.
You know
That's
what?
good to hear.
Part of my 12-step program is you have to make amends towards the end.
You got to make amends.
Yeah, so.
And you were, I don't know if you burned the bridges, but you tried to.
Well, yeah, we tried.
You poured some gasoline the match didn't like.
They just can't escape it, and speaking of which, that someone asked me earlier here at WrestleCade, this is my first WrestleCade, by the way, having a blast. Someone said, is there a chance we could see you at the NWA again? I said, never say never.
Billy Corgan spoke very highly of you when I interviewed him this year.
Billy Corgan did. I haven't, Billy Corgan said some nice things about Zicky Dice. I have it printed out in my bathroom in my studio. Yes.
I feel like I can't remember if we talked since you've signed with Impact or before, but I did actually see you wrestle, but I didn't get to meet you there. How did that come about? How did the deal with Impact come to be?
Well, there's a few people that had, I guess, their hands in the pot there, and when I first moved, I packed up from California, moved over to Atlanta, got linked up with good old Doc Gallows over there and hanging out with him. I know he got in Scott's ear. I did an interview with Petey Williams and Lars Fredrickson. I did their podcast, and Lars pulled me aside, and we had a conversation. And then Petey said something to Scott, and then next thing you know, I got an email from Scott. And he said, hey, what do you think about coming to Impact? And I said, that would be great. He said, how does 3 years sound? I said, that sounds outlandish.
Yeah.
So we're there for a little while.
You've done some work with Johnny Swinger, which has been so entertaining.
Swinger's Dungeon. You got to come by the dungeon sometime. You would love it. You would love it.
People are already fantasy booking my private life on social media as is. So
I want to do that. This feels like a fantasy to me. I've only dreamed about you, Sean Ross, Fightful.com.
Fantasies do come true at Swinger's Dungeon, right?
That's right. That's right. Do you know I will never say your full name is Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful.com? I told you that, right?
I mean, if the
Ricky
way
Starks and I do call you that. He says your full name as well. Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful.com.
The way I always put it is if anybody calls me Sean Sapp, they either do not know me at all or they've known me since I was 5.
No.
That's it.
No,
That's the only way that it works out.
You've always been this tall since you were 5?
I just stopped growing. I was on Ritalin when I was little, and it stunted my growth.
Yep.
I smoked a lot when I was 8.
Word.
And it just
Word.
It just stopped.
Those camel points, man. You got to get the jacket.
It's great. It kept my
need.
acromegaly under control.
Yep.
And I'm in there, and I saw Tall Paul White. He's like, wish I would have smoked when I was 8.
Yeah, he faved me last night.
Did he?
In the hotel. Yeah. I walked
saw
by,
him there.
and he just said,
I've actually never met him in person, but he knows who I am because I did start the Tall Paul thing.
That's nice.
And he was down there very, very clearly not happy that his food order did not arrive. It listed it as dropped off. Here's a scoop for you guys. And he didn't get his food. So it makes me go, who impersonated Tall Paul?
Yeah.
Who was the guy?
Who has his meal?
Who has his meal?
And what was the order? What was it? It wasn't an order what we would get.
No,
it must have
absolutely not.
15 burgers.
And who's the guy that passed off as him
Yeah.
and convinced this DoorDasher that he was Tall Paul? That's
someone's got an awesome story.
Yeah. So I'm wondering who it is. Probably Andrew Everett.
You know what?
Andrew Everett.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Stealing
that
the
makes a lot of
food.
sense. I could easily mix them up. They were next to each other.
I could see that. So Impact Wrestling, how have you been enjoying it there?
I truly do enjoy Impact Wrestling. I love that I'm able to have some creative freedom. I'm able to work the indies on the side. I'm working on Zicky Dice's next Outlandish Paradise, and doing some stuff with Twitch on the side. So I'm thankful that I have that opportunity over at Impact. And we've got a solid locker room. Everyone's been very welcoming and loving, and it's I couldn't ask for anything else.
Is there anybody you want to bury?
Oh, brother. How much time you got? Of course, I have heat with absolutely everybody. I mean, the list goes on. There's not one mother sucker in this convention right now that I don't have heat with. Except for we made amends. But,
yeah, we made amends.
But yes, I want to bury everybody. Let's start with Ricky Starks.
Okay.
Ricky, don't forget who put you there. Don't forget, I pinned you, Ricky Starks. I beat you. We start with him. Who else?
Do you think he'll try to I'm going to make this a clip. Do you think he'll quote tweet it and bury you?
Ricky will probably quote tweet this and say, "Grow up."
Okay, yeah.
That's what he would say to me.
Probably.
I would bet on that. And I would reply with, "You've changed."
Okay.
If anyone ever comes at you sideways, I just want you to look at him and say,
You've changed.
You've changed.
Yeah.
It's the most painful thing, because
is.
they stop and they're like, "Whoa, did I change?"
You forgot where you came from.
Yeah, you've changed.
Yeah.
You've changed.
Damn, man. That is, you know what? That makes me kind of reflect on things. Like, have I changed? Do you think I've changed?
Not since I've known you.
Okay, good.
Not to me, at least.
Good. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty straightforward person.
You are.
In my brand new Ford
You are.
Bronco 2022.
I love. Yeah, I know. I love your vehicle. It is a very, very nice vehicle, and I think people get jealous that I have a nice relationship with you. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, I've stood up for you many times, Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful.com.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I have. I have. If anyone has heat, it is Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful.com. I will gladly sit here and catch heat with him.
Oh my God. There was one time where I was interviewing somebody and their significant other was off camera, and this was years ago before anybody knew who I was. And they kind of buried me. That significant other buried me. And to his credit, Brian Pillman Jr. is like, "That's Sean Ross Sapp. You were going to want to get on his good side." And I heard him, and I was like, oh, my gosh. I got a little twinkle in my eye.
Yeah.
I was like, he didn't have to do that. He's brand new to wrestling. He did not have to do this to this veteran. I was like, oh, my gosh. So I took that as a positive thing.
Yep.
So
and here we are.
When you tell me that Gail Kim constantly buries me backstage.
I'm telling you, you versus Gail Kim at Outlandish Paradise.
So I did talk to her, and she was like, I feel like it was out of the blue. She's like, "I'm not wrestling you at Zicky's show." Out of the blue. She was like, "Just so you know, I'm not wrestling you at Zicky's show."
I told her, I said, "Gail, everybody has a price."
I know. I was like,
Everybody
I didn't know this was an option. She's like, "I'm not sure it is, but I just know that he's going to try."
Yes!
Because she is
Yes, I am.
I have not, first off, I've not wrestled regularly in 5 or 6 years. Haven't wrestled at all in 3.
When was she last time? I think that's about.
I know.
That's fair.
But she is on the list of 10 people that I'd be like, okay, I'll get back in the gym. I'll risk breaking my neck again.
I can't wait to see your gear for this match. It is going down.
It'll be the same as Gail's. It'll be a palette swap.
Yes.
It'll be a palette swap. Me and Gail Kim. Like you pick the same character in Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
So you pick the same character. Well,
Yep.
one of us is wearing green, one of us is wearing purple.
Yep.
And you won't be able to tell us apart. We're going to have the same moveset.
Yes, we are.
How about this? My first finish in wrestling was Eat Defeat because I legitimately liked Gail's work so much that I used Eat Defeat as a finish.
You got to give it to her.
She rated it last year. She was like, you bent the knee a little bit. Like she gave me a little bit of props. Like it was okay.
Well, you have to bend the knees. You have long legs. Very long legs. Daddy long legs. Sean Ross at Fightful.com.
So you're big on the Twitch.
Yes, the purple platform.
How you doing there? How you liking that?
You know,
with the people.
I do enjoy Twitch a lot. I do enjoy staying creative on there and trying to do things differently. I've noticed when I play video games, no one wants to watch outlandish Zicky Dice play video games. They want to watch me do a dating show, or they want to watch me cover myself in honey and feathers, which I've done before. But I'm looking to change things up a little bit and make things a little bit more interactive this time around. It's like the evolution. And this is the evolution of Zicky Dice, and we're looking at a different side of the dice, if you will. Sean Ross, Sapp at Fightful.com.
You're also well documented as trained at Black and Brave.
That's right. I am the top prospect out of the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. What you see is what you get. Hell, if Zicky Dice can do it, you can too. BlackandBraveWrestling.com.
Look at that plug. So
they should have a statue of me, by the way. So now, you want to talk about teacher versus student? Here's a scoop for you. Oh, Rollins. Nice Taylor. Where'd you find him? Huh? Did you find him through my little flip book, my little phone numbers, huh? You going through my stuff? Rollins? Huh?
I asked Becky what she would do when Marco Stunt beat up Seth Rollins.
Oh.
And she grabbed my microphone and she threw it at the ground. Like full Andy Samberg, Lonely Island style. She threw it on the ground.
Oh my God.
So that family, might not be happy that you're calling him out.
It's all right. It's bound to happen. Teacher versus student.
I respect it.
Itself. One day, somewhere, somehow, it will happen.
Tell the people where they can find you on social media, Zicky Dice.
I made that nice and simple. At Zicky Dice on every piece of social media. That's ZICKYDICE. Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful.com. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm going to change
Stay outlandish.
I'm going to change mine to Dickie Zeiss.
Yeah, there we go. We tag.
And then I'll be the palette swap of you.
I would love that.
There we go, guys.
Can we do that for a piece of content? Can we just do an outlandish makeover segment?
In a world of Sub-Zeros, be a Shang Tsung. Until next time, we're out.